Okay, thanks for hopping on tonight, guys. We are going to talk about how to go live and create a successful live event. I have been doing it for a while, and I've just been kind of like taking the reins. I might need to go upstairs. And doing it myself, but it's so awesome for people to see, like, April's going live. And so people I don't even invite to the event will hop on and kind of check it out. So that's why it's so important for you guys to just get out of your shell and do that. So if you're just hopping on, I shared in our team page this event, the live script that I'm going to kind of be going over. But first, I'm going to go through and talk about the list of steps that I do. So first, I like to pick a date 1 to 2 weeks in advance. You got to give your girls time that are going to do it with you to look at the script. I love doing this. We just did this last week with our team cut team, and all 4 of my coaches have joined either in May and June. So they are new coaches, scared the crap out of them, and they did it anyways. So I really love encouraging new coaches to do this because they wanted to kill me, but after it was done, they felt really good about it. So and then you feel confident, and now we're going to probably do one again. What are we doing it next week? I have to look at my schedule. I think we said we're doing it next Thursday. So I'll take a look at that. But yeah, so that was a ton of fun. But pick a date 1 to 2 weeks out and pair up with 2 to 4 coaches so that you can go through and figure out who's going to say what. You can get the group created and all that good stuff. If you blog, you can make a blog post about it. You can put it on all of your social media outlets and talk about it. And I actually make a plan, and I plan my post to advertise for it. And it's not like, hey, if you want to see what Coach is about, add yourself here. That really has never worked for me, just sharing the link of the live event. It's more about you talking about why you love coaching and being you and being real, and sharing with people. And if you're nervous, like, say that. Like, they all made a post and they were like, okay, I feel like I'm going to puke, but tonight I'm going live, and so a lot of people also want to, be your cheerleader and be there for you. So just really, just being there for, oh, okay, sorry, I cannot read things like that. All right. Plan out your post to advertise. Number 3, make your post real, be honest, talk if you're nervous. So I said that. 4, create your event, make the photo, and decide the prizes that you're going to give away. So prizes are key for these. I feel it can be little, it can be big, whatever. So what I did was I had some little bands from the core from Summit, and they were color coded for 21-day fix containers. And so it was just a little freebie. You could do a shaker cup, you could do a shake sample, whatever. So I did the bands, and then I did 2 shake samples. And how they were going to win that was they had to comment on every live video. So I think we did an intro, a closing, and 4 videos. So the girls did 4 short topics. And so they had to comment on all 6 photos to be entered. So that means that I'm not just having them click going to get a prize. They have to be actively engaged. So that helped a lot, I think, with participation. And then I was like, if you guys are nervous, like, start off with like, okay, guys, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm really nervous. I feel like I might throw up. And like, Rachel was like, I have hives right now. And like, they were like, you're doing great. You're doing great. So it was really cute. For that. So yeah, think about your prizes. And then we also did a prize for somebody if they sign. So we did it on a Thursday night at 8:30, and we said if you sign up by Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern time, you'll be entered to our raffle to win a fixate. So we had like 4 or 5 people join that we entered into a raffle, and then we pulled that on Monday. So I also like to do 1 or 2 for participation, and then 1 for actually pulling the trigger. And that one is a bigger one. So fixate is a $20 value, and the other ones are like, $5 really. So, okay, when you create your event, make sure it's public, because I really think it like defaults to private. So you just have to make sure that you click public. And for me, it defaults to my like page hosting it. I have no idea why. I don't know if it's just the way that my page is alphabetized or what, but it defaults to a private event that my like page is hosting. And I'm like, no, I want a public event that I'm hosting. So just make sure you check that, because once you create the event, you can't change it from private to public. I'm pretty sure you have to just like create a whole new event. So make sure that's really important. Another thing I did this time was I tried to create it. If you're inside a group, you can click create event. So I was in our challenge group and I was like, oh, duh, I'll just create an event here and then we can add other people, but this will invite all of our challengers. Turns out you cannot add anybody that's not in that group. So then that night when we realized that, I was like, oh crap. So I had to redo that. So don't create it with an event because then you can't invite other people. But if you ever are doing an event like with your challenge groups, like maybe you want to do a weekly Zoom call or something with them, that is a really cool feature that you can create an event and be like, hey, we want to get on a Zoom and talk about challenges or struggles you're having. I did that with my hammer and chisel test group people, and it was a really fun thing, and I need to start that back up. So if you're ever thinking about doing that, that is a cool feature that it'll automatically invite everybody from that event. All right, so I made them invite 10 people a day, but you know, at least 5 people a day. So 5 to 10 people a day for at least 7 days. So if you're doing 5 people a day for 7 days, you're at least private messaging, not just invite, clicking, private messaging people and inviting them. So you're at least getting 30 people to, you know, be invited. Make sure you're like, hey, you get to win prizes. I know you love our products. I don't know if it's for you or not, but I just think that you'd be awesome at it, and I know that you'd probably love the chance to win prizes too. So if you want to just grab some wine and join us, it's going to be fun. It's our first time doing it, and we're really nervous, and I would love just to have you there and support my girls because they're really nervous or something like that. So I actually would say that, like, we're all a little nervous, you know, things like that, and people want to be your cheerleader. So you can do that too. So you're inviting people through private message, and you're inviting people through that link. But you can't just bank on invite, because think about how many events are in stupid groups are you invited to or added to a day. And you're like, no, I don't even know what it is. And half the time I'm like, can't go. So that is not, don't think like, oh, invites are sent. I just invited 100 people, because that's not going to do it. You need to send that private message and get people to know what you're really doing and what it's really about. Let's see. Post in your event throughout the week and talk up your prizes and how to win. Make sure they know how to win those prizes. So, you know, maybe if you're doing something like a water bottle, like take a picture of it, your prizes or something, and be like, oh my gosh, we're so excited. We've got some awesome prizes to win. All you have to do is show up and comment on all of our live videos, and anybody that gets signed up with us will actually be entered to win a fixed date or whatever it is. So, making sure they're aware of what they have to do to win the prizes is important too. Okay, so the day of, we did a post at like 12 p.m. and that's in the script that you can see, basically just like, we're so excited for tonight. And then we did one about 30 minutes before the event to remind people. And I sent out a private message to people 30 minutes before as well. I was like, hey, I'm so excited. You know, the people that had confirmed with me, I was like, I'm so excited to join you. I'm getting ready to, you know, get on, but I just wanted to remind you that our prizes are going to start at 8:30. Just make sure you comment on all the videos. I want to make sure that we can get you entered. And if you have any questions, just comment there and then we can touch base with you because it's live. So that's really cool. We can answer your questions in real time. So also people forget. So check in with them privately. That makes a big difference. Let's see. Make posts on your personal page throughout that day too. So, you know, I had Kayla, Heather, Rachel, and Tiffany, and they all were making posts throughout the day like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm going live later. And then they made another, they were like, okay, a picture with, I think it was Heather made a picture with her like cocktail. She's like, okay, getting ready, you know, because she was nervous. So just make sure that it's something that you're constantly talking about, especially that day. So people are like, oh, how cute is she? I want to check in and see what she has to say. So the more that you talk it up, especially that day, getting people excited is important too. Let's see, be yourself, be peppy, don't stress, have fun. The first time you do it, you're just going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to forget what I'm going to say. I feel so nervous, but just know that nobody knows that you mess up. Like nobody's going to know if you said the wrong thing or whatever. Just go with it, try your best. And, you know, just try to be really you, and people want to join you for you. So, you know, if you stutter, just, and start over. Nobody cares at all. Just, let your personality shine through. Don't worry so much about the words that are coming out of your mouth, and let your personality shine through, because that's a big reason why people are following you in the first place. Let's see. Make sure you thank everyone, but just be super sweet. And when you're getting to the next one, just introduce, when you're finishing up, just like, okay, and next we have Kayla. She's going to talk to you about so-and-so. Make sure you show her some love and refresh your page so you can see it. So at the end, we're always like, refresh your page. So when they hit refresh, then the next live video will go on. So we said, okay, make sure you post your videos, your live videos, because we actually went live within the group, and that's how we did it. We said, make sure they're 8 minutes or less. They were honestly like 2 to 5 minutes. They were not long at all. So we had them set up every 10 minutes. And we also did post number 1, post number 2, so that people could easily go back through if we invited people and they couldn't make it and they wanted to watch it later. So we did that. So that's all in the script, but just make sure you're like post number 1, post number 2, so it's easy for them to find it. Let's see. Require participation for prizes, comments, and sign up. I talked about that, because you want people not just to click going, but you want them to actually be actively engaged. And the more people that are commenting on it, the more people that are going to see it in your news feed as well. Follow the script, and if you have to close your eyes and do it, that's fine. Like, just push live and do it. And don't worry, you're going to feel like you want to throw up. You're going to feel like you're going to screw up. You're going to feel like you look stupid, and that's fine. That's expected. But nobody, and that's another thing you can be like is, oh, well, anybody can be a coach. I think I was saying something and I was like, it's only like 3, and I was like doing this or something, and I was like, just laugh at yourself. Don't worry about it. People know that it doesn't take a brain surgeon to be a coach. So now I'm going to go and just share my screen really quick, just for the sake of this call, so you can kind of see this. So if you are on a team cut team, you can easily just assign people. Like I had, okay, Rachel on her lunch posted this, hey, if you're ever wondering what Beachbody is, you're in the right place. And so this was during the day. And then we did a reminder, and I didn't even write it out. I was just like, Heather, figure out, just tell them to be here in 30 minutes. And then, so I did the first going live, and it was introducing myself. I told a little about my story, explained what Beachbody is, and basically was just like, they can create a P90X, Insanity, 21-Day Fix, Shakeology. As a coach, you're given the opportunity to run your own fitness business. We focus on being a product of product. Personally, this opportunity has blank, and I talked about how it's, changed my life. And I even said, like, now, disclaimer, you have to work hard. It's not going to be handed to you. And I said that because I just want to make sure that you touch all those bases, and they don't think they're going to sign up and, be able to quit their job the first month or anything like that. And then I say, okay, we're going to get started with Heather, who will be sharing the benefits of coaching. Please refresh your browsers, blah, blah, blah. And then Heather goes and she talks about the benefits of coaching. And my computer's frozen and I can't see anything else. So, but you can go ahead and take a look at, I have no idea. My thing won't open, but you can take a look at that and see all the 4 topics. And we basically just at the end say, okay, the next person, say their name, what they're talking about, refresh your browser, and then there's a closing. And so it's really cool because you can see the comments and likes as people. And so if somebody like hits the like button, and we were all liking and commenting for each other too, like be your cheerleader and comment on everybody else's that's doing it as well, so that other people are, engaged as well. So that was a lot of fun. And then I'm going to go to the event and show you what I did. And if you ever want to go back, you can go to events and then click past. And you can see I have 2 because event for Hakuna Masquada, that was our challenge group, and I couldn't invite anybody else. And then I just did take 2. So I basically just did this on PicMonkey, a quick cover photo. That was all of us. Where it says hosted public, hosted by me, your couch. I said the date, the time, And then I basically will just kind of like copy this each time and change it to whoever's there. But you can, we have so many people that we think would make amazing coaches, blah, 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 blah. So I will copy this into, let me put it in a beautifully made. I'm just going to put it on the comment of that. And then I'll update it later in the Google Drive. Okay, so I talk about how to win prizes, click going and showing up, kind of things like that. And then I opened it to everybody so everybody could post. We then did, so far I have Mary, Krista that have signed up and are being entered into the Fix It cookbook. So I was continuously talking about it. Comment below if you've joined us, and I had them tagging people and things like that. So, everybody was kind of posting. And then we have also, there's a post for after it's over that Kayla posted. If you're on the fence or still need more information, let us bust some myths for you. And so there's myth 1, myth 2, myth 3. So there's some really cool stuff there that is helpful for after. So yeah, so we had a lot of fun with it. Another thing I do is I do wheel decide. I think I just Google wheel decide and you can put their names in and then do it. Hi. I need an ice cream. Oh, I want ice cream. Sorry.
I don't have more drumsticks, but I have ice cream.
Okay, we'll talk later. I smell more ice cream cones. Okay. So I put everybody's name in, and then you just click, you can edit the wheel, and then it picks for you. It's randomly, so that's fun too. So this was a lot of fun. We had an awesome participation. I think we had 4 or 5 coaches sign up from it. But it was a ton of fun, and we just were silly. We were goofy. We laughed a lot. The screenshot, Kayla. So yeah, so that was kind of all I had, and I just wanted to just tell everybody to go do it, because I didn't really ever tell people, like, you need to do it. But now I'm like, I'm not doing it for you. So you need to just go and do it and get out of your shell, because it's going to be scary, but I have the script literally there for you. Just go and do it and get a couple coaches with you and have fun with it. So I encourage everybody to do that before the month is over. We did our team cup team, so there was 5 of us, and it was totally doable. Tanner and Sarah and Christine just did it with the 3 of them. So it's totally doable. They had a lot of fun with it. And I remember the first one I did, I was stuttering and mumbling and, didn't know what I was saying, but I just kind of made up my own thing. And I went live and I said, basically, who can be a coach? How do you get started? How do you make money? Like, I covered the basics, and I said, if you have any questions, comment below, and then I'll go live again after I read them and cover those. So then I went live again, and I think the second time, I think I actually said, how do you get started? And I talked about prices, and then I answered any questions that people had commented. So there's a million different ways that you want to do it. But honestly, we have a script and it works. So just kind of follow that. So I just wanted to open it up and see what questions you guys had, and also just talk about how huge going live is on Facebook. And instead of creating a video for your challenge group, just go live in your challenge groups. And on your page, if you're doing a workout, go live and show a little bit of your workout. So it's so awesome for people to get to know you and your life. And I have struggled with that, and I have not been really great with that. So that is my goal, is to do more of, this is what I'm doing, like letting people know, or this is my workout, because that's how people connect with you. Liana made her first live video making her shake. Yep, I did that the other day too. It's super easy. I was shaking mine with water, or with almond milk on my way to the I was like, I have to have my car inspected. My appointment's in 8 minutes. So, and I said, I do this, and I'm like, and now I have 6 minutes to get there. Bye. It was just, you can be creative with it. If you want to do it while you're making a meal, if you want to do it while you're doing a snippet of your workout, being silly, and maybe just pop in and dancing and being like, I got some awesome news today, and doing something stupid and dancing, and then leaving that open for people, because people they want to know when you're hiding things from them. So just go live and get out of your comfort zone, because honestly, that is so huge and it's going to really help build your business. So, what questions do you guys have about live events? Anything in particular? Has anybody done one before besides Tanner?
I did the one where I filled in for you, and I signed 2 coaches from it, and they weren't people that I had on my radar because they popped in when they saw I was live, and then they were like, oh my God, I need to do this.
That's why you need to do it yourself.
So, yeah, definitely like get out of your comfort zone and do it.
Yeah. Tanner, how many did you guys sign? Did you get anybody from that?
Yeah, I had a girl who was literally a client for 2 years. Didn't even invite her to the event, showed up, signed up that night with a new challenge pack. And so got her, and then I have one girl that's going back through, is probably going to sign up, and then a couple others that are thinking about it. So, but they were all girls. Like, Sarah literally threw this on me the day before. So we did not prepare. Like, we literally threw shit together. I didn't even have time to invite anybody. I just literally said, join here. And so I think, like, if we go back through it and, like, do it right, we'll get a lot better results. But even, guys, sometimes done is better than done well. So if you're just worried about doing it, just pull the trigger. Freaking do it.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely, because I think we've done it now for the last probably 4 or 5 months, where I did it like once a month. But honestly, it's something you should be doing. Like, I feel like it's so easy. It's an hour out of your day, not even an hour really. Just do it twice a month and make that non-negotiable that you're doing it twice a month. So if you're on a Team Cup team, no excuses. Grab them, pick a time next week and say, we're doing this, because it's gonna, that first one, you're gonna feel so much better once you get that out of your system too.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else you guys wanted to, I'm sorry, there's crazy kids. I think it's probably loud, but is there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about, questions, touch base on anything?
If you're too scared, just drink and it's fine.
I hate you all.
Unless you're pregnant, you can't do that.
They have an alcohol-free wine. One of my pregnant challengers is drinking it.
But the whole fun of drinking is the effect.
I know. I was trying to make her feel better.
I have like
I'm not. There you go.
I bought them for my shower.
The whole thing about coaching, like the way you said it about like being nervous, just do it, like, and how you, April, like, I love your idea of just getting the new coaches and just making them do it right away. Because I know for me, like, my first official week as a coach, I wasn't really posting, I wasn't really active. It was more of just like get my feet wet. And these last 2 weeks, I've been posting a lot more often, and I've actually had a lot of good feedback, and I'm really surprised. Only because, like, you know, there's the fear of judgmental people, but you're like, you know what, just screw them. Like, it's my journey, not yours. And yesterday there was one girl, I went live for my Shake-Yo, and there's one girl who was like, oh, I have to try Shake-You, like, I'm interested. And then we were talking last night for an hour about challenge packs and how much, you know, how I was a client for a year before I became a coach because I was waiting for my 18th birthday to become a coach. And one thing led to another. And I mean, right now she's thinking about it. I mean, she hasn't bought anything. She hasn't, you know, committed. But, you know, the fact that I'm already inspiring her, and she always sends me like sweaty selfies every day, even though she's not using the challenge packs. Like, just the fact that I inspired one person out of all my posts, like, that means a lot to me too, you know, even though they haven't purchased anything yet. Like, that means more to me than anything else.
Oh, good. That's awesome. Yeah. And in the beginning, there's so much just like, it's uncomfortable to message people you don't know. It's uncomfortable to go live. It's uncomfortable to take pictures of yourself, videos of yourself working out when you're like, when you're looking at that and you're like, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at,
Yeah, definitely.
you know, you're so judgmental of yourself, but nobody, oh my gosh, sorry. Nobody else is thinking that. They're just, you know, like excited for you. They're like, you go girl. So, I think they're eating themselves in there. This is a glimpse into my future. Sweet, this is what my team goes.
Waiting for that little girl, huh?
So, but yeah, I think that the best thing is just when people see like, you know, April went live, they're going to be like, if they're following you because they like what you're putting out there, they're going to be like, what's she doing? Because they're basically scrolling through Facebook anyway. So they're going to see what you have to say. So do it, pick a time. If you are, Diamond and listening or watching this call, make sure that you make a post on your team page and get them all on board to sign up with one for next week. If you're on a Team Cup team, just get in your group message or your group page that you have and just be like, look guys, let's do a live event. We talked about it on tonight's call. Watch tonight's call. If you didn't, here's the event and here's the script and let's do it. So sometimes it just takes one person taking control and being like, I can't. Sorry. And, just saying we are doing this is key. So that's all I have. And come here. Come here. Do you want to say hi?
How many kids are there?
3. Come here. Want to say hi?
Oh my Lanta.
No? Okay. All right. So I'm going to go find some ice cream. And that's all I have. I just wanted to do it really quick because I figured that it's best for you to just hear it, see it. It's not hard. If you want to search for my past event and literally just copy and paste and just create your own event image, it's done. So, and then next week, Kiana will be hosting our call about going live. So my homework for you is to all go live at least twice before Thursday, so that when she asks, has anybody gone live? At least you can all raise your hand. So, all right. I am out of here. If you have any question, then let me know, and we will be on next week. And then if you have not yet with your team call, with your Team Cup, get on a weekly call. And what we do is usually we get on the phone we do a Zoom every Sunday. We plan out for what's going on in our challenge groups, for what's happening. We are doing our first ever challenge tracker app. Challenge group that starts on Monday. So we are doing that. If you haven't get into that, you just go to the My Challenge Tracker portal. You can create it there and invite people there. It's really not hard. I would get that under your belt because September 9th is when it starts with Beachbody, where they are donating up to $3 million into the pot and you can win. The other thing we're doing is we're doing a shake sampler group on the 22nd. So that's just with our Team Cup team. So you guys just go and do it. And we just said, okay, day 1, we're going to do this. Day 2, we're going to do this. Who wants to talk about it? I think I wrote it down. Day 1 for our shake group, somebody's going to talk about water and exercise. And primarily we're going to be using the go live feature. So you're going to be going live and doing that. Day 2 is portion control, or you could do go live or do a video, how you use your containers and things like that. And so it's a free shake group. So basically we're doing it 4 days long. They have to buy 4 shake samples. So the other cool thing is when I have somebody that signs on and they're signing their spouse or significant other, I tell them to buy packets so that they can then sell those, make their money back and get people interested. So sell 4 shake samples, print out a meal plan, give them to that, get them entered into that group where you can share exercises with them, and then these daily tips. And maybe just say, hey, 4 for $20, who wants to join me? And then you're going to get your money back from that challenge pack, that you purchase. And you're also going to get people it's a lot easier for people to spend $20 than $140. So, that can get people on board. So if you're signing somebody else, then I always say get packets and you can, get people potentially on board. So day 1, we're talking about water and exercise. Day 2, portion controls with using the 21-day fix containers and talking about that. Day 3, meal prep, meal plan, and basically talking about how you plan for your week, your groceries and things like that. And day 4 is making a plan for the future. And that's when we start inviting them to our next challenge group. So it should be something that you're not just like, okay, here's your shakes. And we're providing shake samples and we're talking that up. But your goal is to get them from trying to shake a sample to get them into the challenge group. And I don't let people do this that already have purchased Shakeology. It's for new customers. I'm not going to be like, you're too cheap to buy a bag. I know you like it. Here's 4. So I do this with new customers only. I want them to try it and get people in. So you can do the sampler online, or you can just do it from your own stock, things like that. So we've done those a couple times in the past. That's really awesome for new coaches too. So grab your cup team and do that, or just get a bunch of your coaches that are newer together if they're having troubles getting people on board, or if they're having troubles finding people, either they're having the cost issue, go back and invite all those people that said they don't have the money, because people have $20, they do. So just getting them on board and trying it that way. Yeah, I think that's all. Oh, one other thing I learned last week that I really wanted to tell you guys is when you're sending your Hey Girl messages, somebody was telling us about on one of my mastermind calls for 6-star and above, we do like a weekly group Zoom, and we do, she calls it her ABC. So every day she types in AA, and she might get like, in the search group on Facebook, she might get like 5 to 10 people with that name, and she's going to message them. And, she's going to try to get her 10 Hey Girl messages out of that. And if you don't have enough, you can go to AB, AC. And you can do this every day until you get your 10 Hey Girl messages. AD, AE. I can't even do the alphabet. And then once you get through that, then you go to BA, BB. So this could be the easiest method ever for you to look, instead of being like scrolling through your Facebook, figuring out who to message. You can go from your list, but you can also, that's a great way, because I feel like I've gone through my list so much. I've been a coach for so long that's a really helpful thing to just go through and be like, oh, these are the 10 people I'm going to message today. Another thing I started doing is writing out the follow-up messages that I'm going to do each day. So in my planner, I actually write down like my 10 people that are going to be follow-up. And I did that for the week because I knew I was going to be home. So I wrote out 10 people that I had talked to in the past and were my follow-up messages. And then I'm going to do my 5 new messages a day, and then my 5 invites a day. And that's how I do it. I say the power of 3 is at least do 3, but I do 10 follow-ups, 5 new messages. What are you doing? Did you just go potty?
Yeah. I don't know if I still have more poop on my butt.
Oh. That's a daddy issue. Grandpap, she doesn't know if she has more poop on her bum. Oh my God, I can't. So yeah, but writing in your planner is key, and I could not take anything else. Did you just write same like just now?
Come on.
When she said, I don't know if I have more poop on my bum, I said same.
She was walking around with her underwear around her ankles, walking around, and I was like, oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna go. So happy Thursday, guys. Thanks for hopping on, and I'll post the recording tonight. Bye.